name's Leivian. All right, we're going to do the bees, guys. Next, we're off the Beacon Out Desert. And you might think, well, Wooden Potatoes, there's no Aeons there. It's for very good reason. So it's not a hotspot or anything, but as we read the description, it says, we've got a request for help from Nada at the excavation camp. It doesn't seem to be any rush, though. I guess we can put it off. No, we're going to go there, and we're going to make it a hotspot straight away. Hey, Nadla, how's it going?
Boy, am I glad to see you. I need your help with something.
Okay.
Fiends?
Not fiends. Cacti.
Weird. I mean...
Marnala of the Cactuar Nation has asked to see us. We've been too busy here to spare anybody. If it's not a problem, I'd like you to represent us.
What's the Cactuar Nation?
Oh, the way she says Cactuar.
Don't worry if you haven't heard of it before. We've only recently established diplomatic ties. Benzo!
Uni, you should know.
This is our interpreter, Benzo.
Hello, little boy. That I looked at in a last episode's dossier.
Very nice to meet you.
Hi.
All right, you can take it from here.
When will you ever learn to say no?
Yeah, I don't know when she will, Pain. So the reason he was in the dossier already was because of New Game Plus. But the only person with an excuse there to not know what the Cactuar Nation is Pain, because she wasn't a part of the previous adventure. So check it out. This chest is still locked. This guy's still lost his key. It'll be a while before we can open that. But one thing to point out just before we do this mission. Oh, no. Yeah, no. I know, I don't want to leave. I don't want disaster to strike me. I wanted to talk to you. So, the merchant, I hear of strange coins being found in the regions recently open for digs. Now then, surely you'll want to buy something. So, show me your wares. We're going to buy a Null Blaze ring because, unlike the Null Tide rings, there was no way to get these before this chapter. So, we'll buy 3, 1 for each character in our active party, and that will be it. So, we've got those. That's cool. And now we're going to get head on over to see what exactly is going on with the Cactuar stuff, which should be pretty interesting. So the pilot says, off to the Cactuar Nation this time, eh? Looks like she's taken a shine to you. So we can only go there. Let's head on now. We will do a couple of digs as well, because digging, man, you can spend ages digging in this game, and I've shown, what, like, 1 the entire series? Oh, God. And now coins are being dug up. Now, that's very, very cool. One of the most fun things to actually dig up. So we will we'll grab a couple of those. This is a really long scene, like this camera shot of the hover coming in. Why did they have it be so long? I think it's just because they really enjoyed playing with the camera and they're like, oh, we can get this really good angle.
It's Cactus Central out here.
Looking through the cacti.
So where's this Marnala anyway?
Right here.
Oh.
Here where? Sure this is the place?
I think so. Do you not recognize this, Yuna?
It talked?
Wait.
What's going on?
This is Marnala.
Hello, Marnala. Wait. What did we not just see a woman in that cutscene walking over? Am I crazy? An Owlbed woman? Did it not just cut to an Owlbed woman? Because that character, that's not a character. That person's not here with us. What was that? That was weird. Okay, anyway, so we're talking to... Now, remember, there was a story about this in the previous game. Now, here, I gave you some trivia in X that now will be explained in X2, so check it out. This was one of the places we went to for the final weapons and stuff. So, I'll translate. Benzo says, Marla's greeting us. He says, hello, Benzo. Whoa. She says, hello to you too, Sphere Hunters. So we're just taking Benzo's word that this isn't nonsense. Benzo says, I am Marnala of the Cactuar Nation. It does not surprise me that you are startled. By the way, she's smiling. We, the cacti of this nation, were once cactars. As the cacti that sprout in the desert grow, they become cactars. When the cactars mature, they once again become cacti. So this is a crazy idea. They, like, unnecessarily complicated, and I love it that they did it. They, like, decided, okay, we're going to have... There'll be plants that are rooted in the ground, then they run around, then they become plants again. Their roots digging deep into the earth. Thus, have we watched over the sands of Beacon Out Desert since the dawn of time. So, tell me, do you believe what I've told you? Now, on my test file, I was like, this is weird. We're trusting what is apparently a little boy with a man's voice that a cactuar that's shaking is talking to us and telling us all this weird stuff. So I said it's a little far-fetched, but if you give that option, the cacti will get annoyed with you. Marnola will be like, oh, whatever then. And then you have to go through all the dialogue again. So we're just going to say, makes perfect sense. Because why not? She says thank you. All right, give people lip service. That's what's important. All right, so they do a really weird thing at Beaconell. We got Benzo. Thanks for believing what Marnola says. We got Payne, who says, I guess anything goes. We got Riku, who says, a talking cactus? This is a toughie. I lived in the desert a long time, but I never saw anything like this before. Yes, you did in the previous game. So, other than she is over here. Nardlicons. That's weird. She's so obscured by the cacti. We've only just begun to survey this area. Is that Nardla? I thought you guys were too busy. Whatever. We're going to talk to the cactus again now, okay? Benzo says, I think Marla's about to tell us why she's called us here. A strange wind has been blowing through the desert. You too may have felt the sands trembling beneath your feet. Now that line actually means something, which I'll talk about in a second. A fearsome fiend that rests deep beneath the earth has begun to stir. In the depths it gathers its strength, and it will not be long before it makes its move. And when that time comes, it will bring its wrath to bear upon the Cactuar nation first. The reason it lusts for vengeance against us? It is we who locked it away beneath the dunes so very long ago. To be more precise, it was not us but our ancestors who ruled this land in ages past. Its need for retribution will surely lead it here. We must summon the great Awwwwww and prepare ourselves for the coming menace. Now, Awwwwww's a funny word. I think because it has the word boob in it. But I googled this. I was like, what's a Awwwwww? Now check it out. Google says that Awwwwww is a violent and oppressive wind blowing in summer in Sudan and elsewhere, bringing sand from the desert. Cool. Okay, so we have a great Awwwwww here. We need to prepare ourselves. Only the Cactuars, known as the 10 gatekeepers, can weave this magical barrier. But they are out training in every corner of Spiria. I need you to help seek them out and bring them back. The Cactuar mothers know where they have gone. Lose no time in finding the 10 gatekeepers and return them to us. That's all she has to say. All right. So this is like, do you remember in 10 where we had to find the 10 Cactuars and they were like all around the desert except one who was on the airship? Now it's like that again, except it's all over the world. For the rest of the game, we can find these. So the Cactuar connection. 10 gatekeepers have ventured into the world proper to train, round them up and bring them home. Think you can unravel the mother's clues and sniff them out? So, this is why we came here first, because now through the rest of chapter 3, if we do things in the correct order, we can do things very well. So we're going to press X on this one here, who's the first mother. And Benzo will translate, I am Leivia's mother. Leivia was supposed to head north from the oasis with his friends, but I haven't heard a thing from him since. Oh, I suppose Leivia's always had a bit of wanderlust. He's probably off wasting time in some good-for-nothing place this very moment. Call it motherly instinct. That's the gist of it. Alright, so where could Leivia be? This is the first Cactuar. We get the Cactuar, we return it here, we speak to the next mother, we get the next Cactuar, we return it here. You've got to do that sort of 10 times, but not quite 10 times. Now, you'll notice that we can talk to this Cactuar here as well, and there's a weird glowing cave entrance that was not here in the previous game. This is the exact same map, by the way, as in 10. And Benzo translates for this one, and this Cactuar says, who's not a mother, by the way, says, that is the lair of the rogue Cactuars, becoming a fine cactus protecting the desert. Those who forsake this duty flee there. Naturally, the entrance is sealed. Be careful not to get too close. So this is a cool little dungeon that when I was younger, when I very first played this as a kid, I never got into that dungeon. We will be on this Let's Play, though. We will be. Now, if you talk to the cactus directly, it's the same dialogue. And let's leave. So Pickett says, at last, I thought you wouldn't leave. Are you ready? All right, it's time we left the camp. I love this. It's so weird, Beacadell. Think about what we just had there, guys. We had a little boy that sounds like a man that can talk to cacti. We had a cactus mother called Marnola. And we had a cheeky, arrogant, jokey robot named Pickett with us. That's the character lineup we just had. How weird is that? Anyway, we want to talk to Pilot and say back for more. He says, all right, you're cleared. Here's the list. He also says, now you'll be able to dig in Eastern and Northern. So East and North unlock in Chapter 3. If it gets too dangerous out there, head back to the hover double time. So now we get loads of options. This is pretty much everything. Central is still grayed out, which we'll be doing, don't worry. But we get all these. So west and south were the original ones. East and north and new ones. They're harder. But let's first just head back to the Oasis. And we've got the Cactuar Nation there as well. Lots of destinations. But we're going to go to the Oasis. Why? Well, couldn't you work out the clue? All right, let's move on forward. And as we load in... Ah!
Whoa! A shoe puff? What's a shoe puff doing in the middle of the desert?
Well, that's an interesting question, Riku. I love the way it just transitions us to be able to play here. Funnily enough, in X, we of course randomly appeared here ourselves, so I wonder whether there's like something more to this desert, or this oasis specifically. Now, what we're actually seeing here, the shoe puff and this Hypello, this is like an RNG thing that you have a rare chance for it to appear. However, when you come here with a Cactuar here, it will 100% always arrive. So we're gonna take advantage of this, and he says, "Is you sweltering out here, yes? Interested in buying something from the caravan? Sure, what do you have? All right, just thank you." So this is a really good opportunity to buy these rare things that this traveling merchant will sell, right? And you'll see there's a lot of weird things. Black chokers we've seen before. Potpourri we haven't seen before. This makes you immune to berserk, so we'll just buy one. Gree bag is curse, which we got from a fiend tail. The pretty orb guards against slow. The dragonfly orb guards against stop. Now these next ones are really good, all right? Chaos shock. Add confusion to attacks and skills. Really good. That's confusion strike, all right? Or confusion hit, or whatever it is. Anyway, it's really good. It's really good. Not as amazing as you might initially expect, because if you're physically attacking to apply it, then you're cleansing the confusion every other hit anyway. But some of them are even better. Berserk strike, we're just going to get. Lag strike, slow on hit. But then the best one here, System Shock. Add stop to attacks and skills. This thing is awesome. Stop is really powerful, really, really good. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to equip it to Buddy. So while Buddy's playing with us in this chapter, he's actually doing pretty significant stuff whenever he hits enemies. And so we've got that. We'll put him in our party soon enough. So Riku says, woohoo! Desert shoe puffs are pretty big too. We had a fiend tail showing them in here as well. But of course, we are here for the Cactuar. You found Lebivia! Ah, my name's Lebivia! Now, here's something that's constantly on my mind. Are the names of the 10 Cactuars in this game the same as the 10 Cactuars in the previous game? And I don't believe they are. I guess in 2 years, some of them have, like, you know, disappeared or become mothers or whatever. Anyway, so we play a mini-game. Very much like how, do you remember we had the Good Night Mr. It's Dinner Time Mr. Wolf or whatever? Game you used to play as a kid in Final Fantasy X. I think only British people will know what I'm talking about there. Well, we get another one in this game. It's really not punishing, though, if you fail it. In fact, you can fail all of them. So that's pretty interesting the way they did this. So this is just for a bit of fun, which is cool. So anyway, everything's coming up. Cactuars, be the first to witness the power of the gatekeeper acquired during his travels. He's teamed up with his newfound friends, and they're coming right for you. Conserve your ammo, time your shots carefully, and show that prickly prick just how it actually says punk. But I like saying prick. Okay, so X to fire, R1 to dodge. You want to shoot at him and make his health run out. So this is the first one, Lebivia and the Wandering Caravan. Free spirit, lover of detours, and an average in every way possible to when you need to get his health down to 0. So we've got to time our shots. Now, it explains a lot more to what's going on, but it's totally fine, all right? Basically, the screen's going to be moving like so. And when it's on the Cactuar, we need to shoot the Cactuar. I only have 25 ammo. I've got to hit him 10 times. Boom. Now, sometimes he'll shoot back at me, and if he hits me, he drains my ammo. You can shoot the others deliberately, by the way. Watch, ready? Sorry, Mr. Hypello. And you can shoot the shoe puff, which I did multiple times accidentally. Now, here we go. It'll speed up, and we got to get the timing right here. Now, if I press R1, I will dodge any counterattacks from the Cactuars, but I don't think the first one actually shoots at you, so we don't have to worry about the mechanic just yet. So there we go. And the more times you hit him in a row... Oh, God, my eyes. My eyes! You get a bigger chain. And the bigger your chain, the more score you get. So my score is currently 6,400. You lose score if you dodge at the wrong time. So basically, if you spam dodge... see, he dodged us. That was just agility. Bit of RNG there. Basically, each Cactuar has an agility stat, which means he's more... Oh, I'm sorry, shoe puff! Okay, it's okay. I still got 12 shots. Oh, what? You have 1 health, bro. It's over. Oh, he shot me. Oh, my God, I only have 7 ammo left. Please don't let me fail on the first one. It doesn't actually matter. Ready? There we go. Jesus. So there you go. That's our score. I did a lot worse on that one than I did on my first try. There you go. Can you beat my score? So you get different bonuses and stuff. Feel free to pause if you care about it. really doesn't matter too much. Lebivia is finally cooperating, taken back to the Cactuar Nation. His mother's really worried. And again, win or lose, you get the Cactuars. I guess, because they made these hard, all right, some of the later ones, I guess they just decided late in development that they didn't really care. We have to walk closer to the Oasis to go away now. I guess they just decided... There you go, nothing's here now. See, everybody's moving. Oh, there's a dolphin! A lost dolphin! That never happened on my last save file. Oh, what? See, what is that? Why would a dolphin randomly be at the Oasis? Explain yourself, Squeenix. I need a Final Fantasy X-3 just to explain the mystery of the Oasis. Woo! I can't wait to talk to you guys about that. All right, so now that we're back, we get Benzo following us and the Cactuar following Benzo, which is kind of cute. Welcome home, Lebivia. Then again, you never left in the first place, did you? That's the gist of it. Great, Lebivia is still at home. All right, now the next one over here is this Cactuar. She says that she's Taya's mother. See, I think I recognize that name. Taya always dreamed of seeing waters vaster than our little oasis, and now he's finally getting his wish. Sands whiter than the desert, a gentle breeze, glistening sunlight, and more water than can be imagined. I can't wait to hear the tales he'll have to tell. So, you might know where that is, and in 3, 2, 1, we will be there. All right, so yes, it's Besaid. That's the answer to where exactly this Cactuar is. Now, very specifically, he's not right here in this little bay. It's just 2 chests, but we're going to grab these here because it's an X potion, which is too good to give up, as well as another 2,500 gil. But yeah, the Cactuar's here on Besaid. So now you see why I went to Beacon House so fast, because... Well, in theory, I could have done it before we came to Besaid even as well. But, you know, if you leave that too long, you're going to go to all these places all around Spira, and you're not going to be able to get Cactuars while you're at it. Now, it just so happens that at Besaid, it's so far away from the actual story of this chapter anyway. It doesn't matter too much. But yeah, so you want to come back to Besaid. There you'll see Becklin. Becklin has the magnificent ability unique to him out of all characters, in that he can just apparently teleport around. He'll be both here on the beach and outside Besaid, so that you can start the Gunner's Gauntlet whenever you like. But here, look, it's Taya. Oh, and look at him. He's so cute. Look at him, like, rocking backwards and forwards. Oh. Let's shoot him. So, it's all the same dialogue here until we get his little synopsis. Team Taya, he's found 2 new friends, these fiends. Off on a South Sea cruise. Still, he longs for his desert home. Aww. So he's still got about 10 health. Now, he's going to shoot back at you a lot more. So what you want to do is this is what my guide recommended anyway. Not that I'm amazing at this. Oh, God. I'm sorry, Flan. Oh, okay. Right. You're supposed to press R1 and hold it after you fire every time. Because he's probably going to shoot back every time. And I'd rather beat him and just get a penalty to my score later than not beat him at all. But I've really got to pay attention. Stop talking. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, no! No! 10 ammo and 3 health. We've got this. We're fine. We're fine. All right, good. There we go. Whew, we got a little bit of a sense of it speeding up and stuff there. Our score was terrible. Oh, my God. This is the kind of thing where, like, if this were a contemporary game, I feel like you'd have, like, online leaderboards there. Take it back to the Cactuar Nation. You can retry all this stuff once you've done with the side quests. And we're back. Man, the magic of editing. I had to walk the whole way back. All the way back up to the city. Oh, yeah, the village. Sorry, city, Jesus. Precious Taya, you must tell me your tales of the Southern Islands to get to the save sphere to get to the airship to come back.
That's the gist of it.
Great. She really didn't say very much. That mother did not care about her missing child. All right, so now the next mother is all the way over here, and we're going to have a little bit of a break from this now because the next one is in kind of a weird spot. I'll let you guys guess. See if you can figure it out. According to his mother, Libera loves getting into cramped spaces. He left with only one thing on his mind, finding the most comfortable box in existence. Whoa! He finally found a most splendid treasure chest in the home of a sphere hunter. How long it's been since I heard from him, I can hardly say. Oh, my careless little Libera. I've told you 1,000 times to be careful of boxes with locks on them.
That's the gist.
Interesting. Now, of course, we did find a Cactuar in the previous game who was in a chest. But what's our clue there? The home of a sphere hunter. At last, I thought you'd never leave, says Ticket. All right, to round stuff up on the desert, how about we go on a dig in those 2 new areas that have become available to us? Because we really haven't digged very much, and there is a little more I could tell you about the whole Cactuar Nation thing. Oh, there we go. The loading screen's already over. So back for more. Let's head to east first, then north. Now, these ones are a little harder. It's still nothing crazy. Now, here's the funny thing. While you're out there digging, while you're out there living your life on the sands, that fiend that the Cactuars are talking about, don't wander too far, it can attack you. Oh, wow. Hold on. Is that happening right now? 1 second, guys. All right. It says an unidentified object is approaching us. Now, that's exactly what can happen. You got a rare chance from now on in Chapter 3. Actually, it might even be able to happen in the even earlier chapters, where that horrible mob that they were talking about, we've got a dragon coin there. That sounds badass, doesn't it? We'll talk about that more soon. We need to find the actual dig thing. Where is it? So, you notice we get lots of time on this one, but the map is much bigger. So if you can't find where you need to dig, don't forget we're looking for a yellow X on the minimap. If you can't find where to dig, you're pretty much screwed. There we got ambushed by whatever the thing was. Now, this fiend, it's called Angramenu. Now, I have more trivia for it later. Needless to say, it's one of the most badass, awesome bosses in the game. I have many memories of it. It's one of the original super bosses of the original version of the game. Let's use darkness. So here, Payne's going to sacrifice health to damage all of them. Watch it very closely. And watch Buddy, too. Watch him with his wrench. Listen to this. You hear that dong noise? Ah, it's so good. All right, so Payne's just going to spam AoE damage here. Stole budget grenade. Nice. See, any Buddy inflicted stop there? Stop on 2 of them. We're now only fighting 1. Look at this. Look how cool this is. I had somebody in one of the videos was like, oh man, is the game really this easy, or are you just super OP? The game is definitely easier if you know what you're doing. If you recognize the power of stop strike, right? Now you can put this on any character, on any random fiend. Buddy's not a great fiend, but because we've equipped him with the right stuff, because we've got his build right, makes the game a lot easier. It's really a game that New Game Plus should do more to make difficult, but whatever. It's cool. Oh man, look at our party right now. It's awesome. But yeah, you can actually find him. And there's a few important facts about that, actually. In the final chapter of the game, where you finish this whole side quest, where the balls is our actual destination, our actual goal. We got 20 seconds to find it. This is the limit. I don't know what to do then, Pickett. What do you want from me? We're like a mile away. I think we're screwed. It must have been north. Time's almost up. Get back to the hover. Yeah, I know. Oh, it was north. I can see the X there. No. Well, here's an example of a more difficult dig. So we have to give this up. We failed at this one. Also, that unidentified object it said was approaching apparently has disappeared here, which is weird.
Need some maintenance? Yeah.
Ah, see? Buddy just said, need some maintenance, and then threw a mega potion at us all. He can learn special abilities. He's got some weird things and unique animations with that range. I can't wait for him to start using them. He needs to get hit by certain stuff before he learns it, though. I wish my girls on this file were as low level as my girls on the other file. It's just on this file I had all the extra stuff available. Yeah, we've only got 5 seconds left. We never found whatever we were supposed to be digging for. We're going to return before we die to heat exhaustion. So that's a failed dig right there. But anyway, that's that expanse. Here we got one more we can have a look at. And that would be the northern expanse. Let's go. Oh my god, look, there's a zoo there on one of the things. Now, we recognize this from the previous game. This is like that side area where the ruins were. But in X2, what they do is make it way bigger.
This could get a little rough.
Sup, Riku? They're guarding the ruin treasure, said Pickett. Wow, his dialogue went past quick. See, look. All right, fine. Let's fight the zoo. Bro, we have Buddy with stop strike. If he lands that hit, we'll be fine. It seems everyone's a little bit low, so I'm a little concerned about that. Let's, I actually don't know. All right, let's high potion. Let's play a little bit defensively here. Buddy can do what he wants. Time trip. Stop time for everyone except the user. All right, we're going to express on Yuna just in case she needs it. All right, he guards from stop, obviously. He's a big fiend. So that only makes sense. We're going to teleport Yuna behind him in a second. In the meantime, I think Pain's out of MP, so all she can really do is attack now. All right, so now we're going to teleport. We can't escape from this. This is kind of scary. All right, and now you can start doing your damage, Yuna, from behind. Look how much damage she hits. Oh, it's so good. That's it. Bring! I have a feeling I'm going to end. And now, look, the zoo turned around to attack Yuna, but that's put his back to 2 of the other characters. That's how good teleport is. Look, he can't win. There's nothing he can do. Ah, it's so good. But he actually gets an ability as well where he deliberately does like a corkscrew around the mob to attack it from behind. Oh, the mega potion from Buddy. Oh my god, it's so good. I love you, Buddy. Alright, that second one wasn't so smart. Oh my god, Yuna just got a crit from behind. Buddy, stop. Actually, that Mega Potion was okay as well. He's not doing too bad. I want him to attack, though. I put him to max stars. Come on, dude. This is a dangerous zoo. What is this?
See ya.
All right, good job, Yuna. And the classy little see ya as well. Nice. Nice little mini boss there. All right, it's dead. Now we can do our dig. So we get 60 seconds. Well, there you go. This one's much easier. So now we know the yellow X is the one on the far left. So I'm going to go to the bottom right first. We're going to dig up this one. Do we go for the one really far away, guys? All right, that's a phoenix down. All right, I want more loot. Oh, and there's another one. This is the thing. This is what the digs do. It's like, okay, at what risk do you take? All right, we're about halfway into the dig here. So I'm going to actually get... All right, a Pakira coin. I'm happy with that. All right, that's fine. We'll get the loot. We'll get the other one, and then we'll go home. All right, no shame in fleeing. We absolutely did just flee there. Can't be bothered to fight another zoo. My God, too big, too long. All right, here we go. This is what they actually want. Now, it's important we get that. You see that attacks assembly A? Now, that is tied to something that will happen later at Jose. Oh, I probably shouldn't have gone for this. Oh, no, it's an ambush. Okay. We only have 12 seconds to get back to the hover. And we didn't even get it. Oh, it's a sandworm. Who remembers Auron ejecting one of these? Oh, yeah. Can we stop it? Probably not. Let's see. No, we can't. Whoa, Yuna teleported behind it and I cannot even see her anymore. Look how far away she is. What? Where is she? She's like a mile away, or she's just on the other side of the camera there. That's hilarious. Oh my god, he just swung around. That should have done AoE damage right there. That was huge. I think we're really making this do weird things. Oh, that's hilarious. I think I want to teleport her again. Oh my god. Actually, you know, so Dark Knight would be good here because if Pain had learnt a little more, because she could actually demi this boss, and as we all remember from the previous game, bosses with really high health are great against for demi. Let's try telekinesis. I doubt death works on it, but it would be pretty cool if it did, because I don't think we've seen it yet. All right, I also cured the silence because I have demi. So yeah. All right, telekinesis. Oh, is that going to float it in the sky? Oh, it missed. All right, so here we go. Pain's going to cast demi. We'll see how much damage it does. Only 700. That means he's not got too much health left, which is fine. So let's just get some more attacks going. There we go. God, Yuna getting all these final hits on Psychic. So cool. Impressive. Mithril Bangle, that's good as well. All right, we've got 10 seconds. Run. I know we only have 10 seconds. Please, must get to the hover. 6, 5. Oh, there we go. The scariest thing about digs is sometimes you can get to the hover to the point where, like, you're colliding against it slightly, and it still doesn't, like, register that you're done with a dig, and it can cause you to fail. All right, cool. Look at that victory pose. Excellent. 200 gil. We're still in the Sandbox League. Anyway, there you go, guys. That's Beacon L. I'm going to be coming here a lot in this chapter, just going backwards and forwards because of the Cactuar, like, walking there. But I'm going to cut that every time. So, really, all we've got in terms of the series is to figure out where they are. All right, so where do we go next? Well, Bevel. I said we were going to do the 3 Bs. This file, of course, is the one where we handed the sphere to the Youth League. So, what happens if we go to Bevel right now? With their New Yevon must be losing it with their prey to Barrel Eye missing, but it doesn't look like they want any help from the Gullwings. So, here's the thing about this chapter. There are fiends everywhere, chaos is everywhere, and the leaders of the main factions are